time for a wonderful holiday in Florence.
So where is Florence?
Florence is in Italy, of course.
Have you ever been there?
No, I haven't. How about you?
Yes, I have.
Wow. Was it an amazing holiday?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Wow. So Florence is the capital city of the Italian region of Tuscany, and it's famous as the birthplace of the Renaissance.
So what does it mean?
Renaissance?
Yes.
Wow. Renaissance was a very special time in Western history where an artistic revolution happened. There were many new artists and a new view of the world. It was a time of creativity and energy.
Right.
So, now we can see a lot of great artwork there, as you've probably seen.
Yep.
The city contains numerous museums, art galleries, and it is especially noted for its history, culture, Renaissance art, and architecture, and monuments.
Right.
Wow.
But you know,
What's that?
my favorite thing about that, well, the thing that I remember the most is actually ice cream.
Ice cream?
Yeah. And
Wow, you saw all the beautiful art, but you were just thinking about ice cream?
No, you know, great ice cream and great monuments and all the history and the
Wow.
romantic kind of feeling.
So-
What more can you ask, right?
Sounds perfect to me. Looking at the artwork and eating ice cream,
And drinking coffee.
drinking coffee.
Yeah.
Well, I heard the center of the city is surrounded by thick stone walls that were built in the 14th century as defense. So Ishan, when you went to Florence,
Yep.
did you see the thick stone walls?
I did.
Yeah.
And I also had a really great piece of steak.
Wow.
You know, Florence is famous for that. You have to know. Next
Really?
time, well,
Wow.
next time you go, remember.
Have some steak in Florence?
Yes.
Okay. So the food part sounds really fantastic, as
Right.
well as the art and the culture.
Definitely.
Well, like most cities in difficult times, in its history, it definitely had difficult times, including numerous religious and republican revolutions.
You know, this part is something new.
Okay.
I was enjoying too much food, you know.
Right. You didn't focus on the history part
Right,
so much.
so I'm so glad that I'm here today so I can learn more about Florence.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you a little bit about the history.
Okay?
Although the city was originally and technically a democracy, a very famous guy, Cosimo de' Medici,
Okay.
power came from knowing and supporting many people. So he had a lot of network. So
Right.
this was one of the most powerful men in the history of Florence.
This I know.
Oh, okay.
But that's only the thing I know about him.
Okay, so you know
So
he's
tell
very
me
powerful.
more.
Okay. Wow, he also sponsored a lot of the art that
Right.
you see around Florence.
Okay.
And he was a famous banker. So, because of his energy and the energy of many Florentines,
Yeah.
Florence became a flourishing center for trading and banking in the 15th century.
Yeah, I think so. And now, I think it's also a place famous for art, for statues, and also for fashion, I
Fashion?
think. Yes. You know,
And
just
ice cream.
Ah, definitely. And pizza, of
And
course.
pizza.
Yes, there you go. You have another one.
Okay. But it's interesting you mentioned fashion as well.
Yeah.
I've heard many people say they think the fashion in Italy and Florence is really fantastic.
Exactly, because, you know, even the people who are walking on the street, they look lovely.
They do, yeah.
They do. So,
Well, starting from the Middle Ages, Florentine money was in the form of a gold florin. So they use a special money made by that city. And that financed the development of industry all over Europe. So
wow.
this currency
Yes.
was used everywhere in Europe, many different places.
Wow, that's quite amazing. It
Right.
seems like Florence was really powerful at that time.
It was very powerful and a very influential city.
Right. And very rich, I think.
That's true. And in fact, you can see many of the old heritage buildings still existing.
Right.
And a lot of these buildings dominate the skyline at the moment.
What is skyline? This is a
Skyline?
really nice word, you know.
Okay. Well, imagine if you were taking like a bird's eye view of the city.
Yes.
And you can see the outline of all the buildings.
Right.
So the outline of the buildings, imagine against a sunset or against the background of the sky.
Right.
That's called the skyline.
Okay.
So there's two very special buildings you can see. If you go to the Old Palace or
Yeah.
Town Hall, you can find a copy of Michelangelo's famous statue, David, as well as a gallery of other magnificent statues.
Yes. You know, I still remember the time when I was there. I was really standing there and admiring the statue of David.
Yeah,
It was-
Michelangelo's statue of
Yeah.
David. Yeah. How did you feel when you were looking at that statue?
Well, because before I was only reading it or looking at it from a book. But when you really see it live, it's really, I don't know, it's really hard to explain, you know? It's like you're seeing the history before you.
Right.
It's
Wow.
really great.
It sounds like you really, really love your time in Florence.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Are you going to go back sometime?
I hope I can.
Wow.
Probably we can go sometime, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, traveling and seeing everything. And
Sure, sure.
that would be nice.
Let's go and book some air tickets online.
Yeah, we have to do a tracking as well, and also this.
Oh, we have a lot of things to
Yeah.
do. Well as fantastic architecture, you can see many other great things in Florence.
Yep.
The city is one of the best preserved Renaissance centres of art and architecture in the world.
I agree, because when I was there, I was amazed by how well they preserved the place.
Right.
It was really clean, and everything looked really, really nice.
Right.
So they did a really good job.
So do you know architecture actually is talking about the building design? And
Right.
how do you say architecture in Chinese, Ishan?
建筑.
Jianzhu,
Yes.
is it right?
Very good.
Jianzhu. So Florence has magnificent Jianzhu, or architecture.
Right.
Okay.
Very good.
Very good.
Your
thank you.
Chinese is really improving.
I'm practicing my Chinese now, so I
So
hope it will get better.
Yes, so they should practice their English, right?
Yes, practice hard, guys. I'm sure you are all doing a very good job.
Exactly. Just look at Daniel here.
Well, the Galleria dell'Accademia houses Michelangelo's collection, including the famous statue of David.
Yes, David. That really impressed me a lot.
Yeah, I can't wait to go and visit myself.
I hope you do it really soon.
Yeah. Well, I think we have a lot of excellent reasons to visit Florence when we get the chance. And it would be a, I think, more easy and relaxing holiday compared to trekking.
Of course, and don't forget the food.
Oh, food. Oh, I want some more food. I love some pizza as well. Did you try pizza in
Oh
Italy?
yes, for sure. That's something you definitely have to try.
Wow. Sounds
So-
great.
I hope you enjoyed the lesson, and we will see you next time.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.